day I made ice cream and it only took the egg yolk, so I have a bunch of egg whites here that need to be used up. And my favorite thing to do with egg whites is to make angel food cake. I love angel food cake. I know some people don't like it. I read recently that it's some people's worst cake or worst rated cake. I'm gonna make it today, show you guys how easy it is and why I like it so much. Yes, I'm using my handheld egg beater because I think these beat up faster than electric ones. We have our egg whites. We're gonna add some almond extract. We're also going to add some vanilla. I have clear vanilla. I got it from the Amish. We add salt. Smelling that almond extract takes me right back to my childhood when we used to make this cake. Making this cake was one of the hardest workouts we did in the kitchen because of all the cranking of the manual egg beater. I remember being a little girl, probably 3 years old. I was standing on the chair and cranking with both hands on the crank while mom held the top here because I wasn't strong enough to hold the top. I also added some cream of tartar, and we're just gonna beat that up until they're nice and stiff. Once you have your egg whites all beat up like this, you're ready to add sugar, and you only want to add a little bit at a time, so I'm gonna measure it all out first. It only took me about 3 minutes to beat these up like this with this hand beater if you want to compare it to an electric one. For the sugar, you sprinkle a little bit in, and then you have to beat it all in before adding more, and just keep doing that until you have all this sugar beat in and it's nice and glossy. I have all of my sugar beat in. It's nice and smooth and glossy now, as you can see, and now we're done with egg beaters. We're gonna take it out, and the rest of the ingredients we just fold in, but we have to sift them together first. We have more sugar, and then we have some flour, and you can use just regular all-purpose flour, but we always use cake flour, homemade cake flour. If you guys want me, I can make a video showing you guys how to make the homemade cake flour. I've never used store-bought cake flour, so I don't know how that would work. I'm also not sure how the all-purpose flour would work, but I know the original recipe says to use all-purpose flour. We're just gonna sift that sugar and flour together, and yes, I finally got my sifter. Someone sent it to me. Also, thank you to everybody who did send me a sifter. I really appreciate it. We're just gonna sprinkle the sugar and flour mixture over this 2 tablespoons at a time. And you're gonna take a spatula and just gently fold that in. You don't wanna stir it. Once you have that all folded in, you can be done, or you can take a half a cup of cello of your flavor. We would usually do raspberry cello and just swirl it in there so you have like a marble angel food cake, but it's been a long time since I've had a plain white angel food cake, so I'm leaving this one white. Just pour it into your angel food cake pan. I always use a tube pan. You could use a loaf pan too. And now this just goes in the oven to bake, and it does take about an hour to bake an angel food cake, so it'll take a little bit to bake this thing. I just pulled this thing out of the oven, and as you can see, it got a little dark. It was on the top rack. Now, if you don't like this, you can just lay a piece of tin foil on top and you won't get this dark, but I like this taste on this cake. Now, you have to let it cool completely upright before you do anything with it. If you take it out of the pan while it's still warm, it's gonna settle and look all flopped out. Once your cake has completely cooled off, you need to take it out of the pan. You need a knife, and you're gonna cut all around the edge of the pan. Also cut around the edge of the tube in the center. Then we put a plate on top, flip it upside down, and it should come out after a little push. Flip it right side up, take a knife, and cut it off of the plate from the tube there. Now we just take a plate and flip it on there. It'll fall right off, and you have the perfect angel food cake. Now, cutting a slice out of this, I have never used a knife other than the Raider bread knife, so I'd recommend you just get that and try that because that also works perfect for bread. This is what the cake looks like. That part tore off because I didn't take care ripping it out. Then if you swirl cello powder in it, it'll be marble swirled in there. Let's take a bite and see if it's good. It is delicious, and it's so fluffy. It's perfect. It reminds me of like a French delicacy or something. It's really good. My favorite way to eat it is very Amish. You put it in a bowl, and then you pour some fresh ice cold milk over it. My favorite comes from a dairy or a farm that doesn't pasteurize because I like my milk not pasteurized. I don't know why, but pasteurized milk messes with my hormones so bad. And that is even better. If you want to take it up a notch, add some canned fruit or fresh chopped strawberries or fresh chopped peaches in here. Makes it so much better, makes it even more Amish. If you guys want this angel food cake recipe, it is in my Amish cookbook, and it is under raspberry angel food cake because raspberry is usually the cello that we would use, but you don't have to use cello, or you can use whatever flavor you want. The cookbook is on my website, socialsbylavina.com, which I've linked over here on my profile. Depending what platform you're on, it might be in the caption of this video, or you can just go to your browser app and type socialsbylavina.com into your search bar. My website will pop up. I hope you guys go try this and enjoy.